You want to go on a journey with me? Come on, let's go. I uh I was listening to a guy named Dan Martell earlier today. He's fantastic. And I realized how far off I am. And the thing is like, it's not about the money. He wasn't talking about money. He doesn't very often talk about money. But it was just the way that he was describing his life. And I was just like, wow. Like, I haven't even begun to take the steps towards being anywhere near that kind of life. And, anyways, I just wanted to start documenting the journey. So, um, a little bit about myself and where I'm coming from. So, I'm 26 now, for those of you from the other channel who haven't put the math together yet. And I've been on this journey for like 10 years, more than 10 years. So while this little YouTube thing going well is fantastic, uh, like I'm an extreme failure in many other uh, aspects of this journey. Um, just for some perspective, when I was 16, I think was when I actually made my first hire. And at the time, it was a virtual assistant that I had in some country in Southeast Asia. I have no idea where it was. Maybe it was even potentially India. And I was using, I think, Upwork at the time. And this guy would be responsible for fulfilling some of the orders on my e-commerce back end. So I was doing drop shipping and stuff like that. And I had a guy who would do the fulfillment for me so that I could kind of just focus on the marketing and whatnot. And then eventually, a little bit later, I ended up actually hiring people in person to do it because it just felt, I guess, a little bit better to me. So I was in high school and I had hired my friends. I remember I would go to Starbucks and like train them on like how to fulfill the orders, what that process looked like, and then I'd pay them like $1.50 or whatever for every order that they did. And then, got super up and down with my sales, so I wasn't able to like keep them on board. And then probably max at that time back then, I probably got up to like $10,000 a month in revenue. It was very small, very small. I was doing like these Instagram bots, but then I also had, what was I gonna say? Oh, it's some Facebook ads and stuff like that. So I was like getting familiar with Facebook ads, but I wasn't really crushing it there either. Tried a bunch of different stuff in high school as far as e-commerce goes, but I won't bore you with that. By the time I got to university, I found some other kids who were doing some similar things. And some of them were doing way better than me, and then eventually really did way better than me. And I was stuck trying to figure out like, what am I doing wrong? Also this guy didn't really help me with stuff. Like I would help him with stuff and give him like higher level thinking that would be helpful to him, but he wouldn't like really reciprocate in that way. He wouldn't try to like bring me in any way with whereas with a lot of the stuff that I was doing, I would always try to find ways to bring people in. He didn't, owe me that or anything like that. It just felt, it felt a little bit weird. Anyways, moving on, ended up doing like some sales stuff for that same person. Actually, he did like an agency and I was selling for that agency. Learned a little bit of sales skills at that time. And, gosh, what happened from there? So a lot of that stuff fizzled out. We had even like, we were about to do a pilot for an MTV series. We were literally pitching to MTV our lifestyles because we were kind of just like doing this e-commerce stuff. We were in school, we were in Miami, and it was kind of cool. And so we were trying to, he had like some connection, and we were like pitching this. He had like someone who was a Grammy, not Grammy. He was a, what did he even call it? Some award-winning producer, and he was like getting us to like get together this pilot, and anyways, that didn't go through, scrapped. So I was like, oh, I might actually have like another way to like leverage, some other attention that I could use to continue to build these businesses. Nope. And then after that, I mean, I had been investing in crypto this whole time. I had told you guys most know that. And then in 2022-ish went, woo, way up to the moon. And then after that, I never took any profits. And so by the time 2023-ish came around, everything came crashing back down. And I was at pretty much zero again. I wasn't at zero. Like I still had my assets, most of my assets and so on. And like, it wasn't like nothing, but at the same time, it's like, well, I can't use that. I can't use it now because I could have used it when it was up there and I could have like taken out. So anyways, I'm basically at zero again. And then on top of that, I like lost access. And then after that, I kind of like was really bummed out. At this point, I had like also gone through this relationship thing and like had that end. And that was when everything like kind of changed for me on another level. Cause I'm like, what am I doing anyways? Like, why am I even doing this? My life's not together. I'm back at zero again. And that was when I decided to go sober. And so that was almost 3 years ago now. Yeah, it was 3 years ago now. And I want to say like, oh, everything changed from there. But like, and there's a whole story to all of that, by the way, that I'll tell you guys later. But in reality, like, yeah, things did change from there. It was that same year that I got my Series 63, my Series 7. I like went to become a licensed broker. I also got my real estate license, and I also got my life and health insurance license at that time. And I was like, oh, I'm gonna be like this like financial weapon where I'm just gonna like go out and like sell people on everything. and be like the money guy that you can come to like get whatever done. And I learned a lot over that year. I basically was at that investment brokerage for about a year, learned a lot more about like the institutional side of the money game and stuff like that. And then that kind of fizzled out. It wasn't really an opportunity for me to make a ton of money because I was kind of just learning from a mentor. I was seeing these deals, I was being around it, but I wasn't really getting paid for it. So I had to find something else to do. And at that point, I pretty much was like devastated. I had to like get a super, for me, like a job that I was not afraid to get. Don't get me wrong. Like I wasn't afraid. I went out and I got myself a little job at these restaurants and I was like hustling and bustling 60 hours a week, just grinding. And that was horrific. So had to make a change from there. And mind you, I'm in Miami. I'm living in the back of this dude's property. It's like I'm like living in a shack in the woods. And like my friends don't believe me. I'm like, dude, I'm like, you like I can't have you over, like there's nothing to see here. Like I'm literally living in a shack in the back of someone's property that he built with his hands. Very interesting guy, very cool guy. But I'm like in the worst possible position you could imagine. I'm like, I'm in this cabin in the woods. There's roaches everywhere. I'm having to like spray them. I'm like waking up hearing them scurrying around and stuff. I had a bee's nest right outside the cabin. So like getting in and out of the cabin, depending upon like what time of day it was, I had to be careful because at night there was this light that was on right there. And so that light would attract all the bees at night. So when I'm coming in and out of there at night, I'm like I'm like ducking and dodging, trying to make sure I don't get stung. But this was crazy. I mean, there was one time where I actually woke up to a bee sting because of a freaking bee was like on my leg and I like rolled on it and it stung me. And I was like, like I'm waking up to bee stings and I'm sitting here like, what am I doing? And there's other stuff that's just disturbing about having lived there. But anyways, the thing is it was like kind of nice. It was like this nature oasis in a way. But as far as like what is going on with my life, it wasn't great. It wasn't perfect, at least. And so, anyways, this was a couple of years ago now. And after that, I kind of just had to retreat. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I had to retreat from that point. And I had to completely like try to like do something else. I was like, I need to like go live on someone's couch and like figure this out. So anyways, I do that. And fast forward a couple of years and I'm just trying to figure out what to do. I'm doing like online sales, remote sales stuff, and that's going okay here and there. And I'm like, but I hate this. Like, I really don't like sales. And then I got to where I was like, you know what? I'm going to start trading in the futures market. So I started trading in the futures market. First 6 months, not too great. The next 6 months, I did unbelievably well. This was a year ago now. I went and I was traveling actually while I was doing this trading and stuff. I just went to Europe and I went to Southeast Asia and I was just doing it. And all of a sudden, like, I was succeeding and I had some great success. And then all of a sudden, bam, came right back down again. So guys, like, I'm trying to tell you, my entire life for the past 10 years has just been like horrific. The past 2 years has probably been the worst because I had to realize that, like, when I was younger, I had all this faith in myself. I was like, oh, for sure, I'm going to do this, this, and this. And then you start getting older and you start not hitting your goals and you start realizing, like, oh, like, I haven't done any of the stuff that I said I was going to do or that I thought I was going to do. And, that starts to weigh on you. And I'm like, I'm starting to see it. I'm like, oh, I can see how people get caught up and get stuck, like, just doing whatever it is that they have to do to survive. And I'm like, but that, like, I cannot do that. So like I said, I retreated and I went to go live on someone's couch, essentially. And so from that point forward, man, it's just been a huge grind. And all of a sudden, I decided, as I'm also figuring out this futures market stuff, it's going okay. It wasn't going the way that it was a year ago, right? So I've had to, like, really readjust this year. A lot of it has to do with, all the crazy stuff happening in the markets. And a couple of months ago, I started this YouTube channel, the Keith D YouTube channel. And it's gone okay, right? But the reason I'm even making this entire video, guys, is because my mind right now is still stuck in, like, completely scarcity mindset. And that's going to be my biggest challenge right now, is that my mind is still stuck in this scarcity mindset, even though I have this incredible opportunity right here that I'm working with. And so far, in a lot of ways, it's been helpful because I have been taking things a lot more slowly, and I've been, like, much more intentional. Where, by the way, let's talk about the numbers just a little bit here. This past week, I hit my first 10K from this business. Fantastic, right? I mean, at the end of the day, for the second month, let's say, in business, to hit 10K, not too bad. But it's obviously nothing in the scheme of what we're about to accomplish here together, and also just in terms of the scale, right, of what's been done. Like, you would think, oh, you go from 0 to 70,000 subscribers in 45, less than 60 days. You imagine, like, there's some real money being created from that, right? Well, so far, not the case. And that's going to change very soon. And that's why I'm making this video, because I want you guys to come on this journey with me. Anyways, the biggest challenge that I'm having right now is that in my mind, I can't give myself any sort of, like, I can't give myself the dopamine anymore. It comes from my entire journey. And then it also comes from the trading that I've done over the past 2 years, where I've really learned to master, like, detaching my emotions from any outcomes. And so I've been talking to people about, like, building out some stuff in the back end. I'm about to launch something really cool on that channel, and it's going to help a lot of people, and it's going to change their lives. And I just can't get excited about it. Like, I can't, for so many reasons. A lot of it is just this idea that, once again, like, nothing really has worked out for me yet. Over the past 10 years, everything has been a failure. It might have seemed like it was going well at first, but then bam, huge failure. And then also my mind, as far as when I trade in the markets, like, you might make some money one day, you might lose money the next day. So that's a part of the game, right? So it's never, like, about the outcome. It's like you have to detach from the outcome and fall in love with your process. And so right now I'm building my process, and I'm falling in love with my process as I do it. And then from there, I'll be able to hopefully find some happiness and excitement from all of this. But right now, the only thing that's on my mind is that the more that I'm going to make here, the more work I'm going to have to do in the beginning, and the more stress that's going to come with it. That's the only thing that's on my mind right now. And that's why I can't get excited. That's why I'm not happy. That's why I'm not motivated to, like, go and be excited and this and that. And so anyways, I just wanted to start sharing, like, the journey, because a lot of this is going to be a mental thing more than anything. But I also want to share any lessons that I'm learning as I go. And hopefully you guys can enjoy that and find some inspiration in this. And I mean, hopefully we can learn together and grow something incredible. What I'm about to launch is for sure going to be something that's going to change people's lives. And for that reason, I am excited. But it's like it's just such a matter of a fact kind of thing that I'm not like excited in like the sense of like I feel it in my soul. It's just like I'm excited so that I can feel it in my soul once the people tell me that back to my face. So anyways, yeah, I guess that's it. I just kind of wanted to tell my story and like welcome you guys to this challenge of where we're going from zero to the first $1 million in this business. And a big part of the reason I'm doing this is to get my mind back on track, because I know, right, that that's where this is going to be in the next potentially like very short period of time. And that's why I'm like, let me start documenting this right now, because in reality, like this is happening. And I want to show you how down I am right now. Like down. It's been 10 years of just grinding, trying to figure something out. And now I just have a sliver of a chance that I'm like hanging on to by a thread to make sure that I don't mess it up. So that's what's going on. I'll see you guys throughout this challenge. I'll tell you guys what I'm learning. You guys can let me know what you guys are learning. And let's do this. Peace.